We only have 1 month till 2024, and you're still hanging around those people you know you shouldn't be. Still doing the same habits that got you to this video in the first place. You're still eating those same bad foods when you know that it takes you to become the new you, to reach your new potential, to reach your new goal. But you're not doing those things. You're holding yourself back by attaching yourself to your old self. You see all these people doing these great things that you want to do, but no, you're just sitting back and you're watching. Why? Stay tuned so that I can teach you how to become a new you before 2024. Hey girls, it's your girl Erezi here, your self-development bestie. Today, I'm gonna help you rebrand, reinvent yourself before 2024. A lot of people say how to be your best self for this new year, how to do this for your year. No, every year needs to be your year. Here's why. If you don't do these steps that I'm going to teach you, you're going to be setting yourself up for failure every year, like how I used to do myself. But once I learned these tips, handling these goals, handling these tasks, handling what I wanted to accomplish with ease, less stress, less time, less sacrifice. So let's go ahead and get into these tips. Before we get into our new self, we need to self-reflect. We need to look at everything that has happened this year and just take a step back. Like, take a third person perspective. What got you to this point? Write down everything this year that you wanted to accomplish and that you did complete. Then write down everything this year that you didn't complete or you may have fell short of. And write down those reasons why. Like, write down why you weren't able to do this. Who was the person that held you back? Or what held you back? Write down, like, get a journal. You know, girls, I love journals. Open up your journal and write down the whole 2023. Like, how was the beginning of it? How was the middle of it? How was the, ending of it? What did you like about this year? What you didn't like about this year? And what you think you can do better? Because as long as you have the ideology in your head that you can always do better, you can always progress, there's room for change, then you're already ahead of the game. We need to write down, we basically need to study ourselves and realize what got me here in the first place and why I'm not doing so well. Is it consistency? Is it me being lazy? Is it me stressing myself out? Is it distractions? Is it my job? Is it the people around me? Is it my friends? Like, all these things you need to figure out. Self-reflection will be the main reasons on how you'll be able to solve a lot of your problems. Those will give you the solutions. So for example, if you've been distracted a lot of year or you've been going out and you've been spending a lot of money, well, there's your problem, and the solution would be to not go out as much, stay inside, save more money for things that you actually want to do. Instead of going out and spending money on things daily, you want to save up for a vacation. Well, then that's the thing you're gonna have to sacrifice, which I know that people do not like to do. However, we can't keep repeating the same habits and expecting different results. So self-reflection is gonna get you the results that you want to get. If you want to lose weight, if you feel like you're overweight right now, or you want to gain some weight right now, think about the steps that you need to complete to get there. So once you write down your big goal, break down like your small goals. Whatever problems or whatever issues or whatever things you fell short of or things you did not complete or finish this year, write it down for self-reflection, because that's gonna allow us to establish everything. Like, what's going on here? What's going on in my life? Where's my money going? What am I doing with my time? Just all of that. So that's what we're gonna do, and that is step 1. Okay, so step 2, we are gonna make a vision board. I make vision boards every year. I do it actually around this time, but I really love making vision boards and comparing my vision board and saying like, okay, this year I want to complete this. What did I get done? And if I didn't finish or complete what I had done in 2023, then I'm just gonna move that on the board for 2024, because we still got room to grow. But I love vision boards. I know a lot of people out here say like sometimes, they don't work for them. But as a visionary person, which most people are, especially with technology, vision boards will help you envision yourself to be the person that you want to be. You want to rebrand yourself, you want to reinvent yourself, then you need to put people on the vision board. If you want to work out, you could put someone working out, put a gym on your vision board. Or if you admire people, then you can also put them on your vision board to rebrand yourself and reinvent yourself. On my vision board, I put people that are in the fields that I want to be in future, or just in the same niche that I admire, and I put them on my vision board. I also like that when it comes to clothes, I've really struggled with like dressing for a long time until I like got my vision board, went on Pinterest, wrote my whole entire life but in picture form. And so vision board is definitely going to really help you to see and map out who you want to be. Like if you want to be this person and that wants to have a grown up wardrobe, then you need to put a grown wardrobe on your vision board, and you need to put it somewhere. I have mine on my ceiling, but you need to put it somewhere where people aren't just gonna walk in and see. You need to put yours either in the closet, you need to put it under your bed, somewhere where you can see. You can also put it on your phone or on your laptop. I do mine on my laptop, but I don't do like, I have like an annual one that I do, and then I have like a monthly one that I do on my laptop, and that also helps me with staying aligned with my actions and staying disciplined, because every time I do work, I'm always looking at my laptop. I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. This is my purpose. And so this keeps me grounded. Like a vision board will keep you grounded. You'll look at it and you'll be like, okay, girl, this is what we need to do. This is why we're here. So a vision board will definitely help you with rebranding, reinvent yourself. Because if you're a person that's stuck in these old habits, when you look at this vision board, you're gonna be like, I need to stop eating junk food. If I want to get this body, if I want the body to be T, I can't keep eating the same way. I gotta have a new appetite. I have to eat differently, because the same doors that's open up before me now are not gonna be opened when I have these old habits. Envision yourself having all that money in the bank account. Envision yourself having a great spiritual life. Envision yourself being that woman that exudes feminine energy. Be that woman that can read the room. Be that woman that's classy, or that businesswoman, or be that woman in your career field, or be that woman, be that mom. Like whatever you want to be, put it on the vision board and you will foresee it. Jesus always says, ask and you'll receive it. But he also talks about the power of the tongue and prophesizing. And we all know that we have 5 senses, and seeing is one of them, and hearing is one of them. And once you see something and you hear it, it's like, girl, you just ought to just be who you are going to be. It's just going to work. However, it does take the change in you to make it work. Third tip, you're gonna have to make an identity switch. And I know it's hard to hear, girl, but the same you that wants to walk through those doors and get things done, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to get up, girl. You have to get up and make some changes. You wanna meet all these different people but stay inside the house. You live an introvert lifestyle but want to be the extrovert. You're gonna have to make some changes. Saying like, I am who I am, no, that is a person who has stopped learning. That is a person who is done making progress. That is a person who is honestly dead in life. Because as humans, we are forever changing. We are forever growing. We are forever progressing. And if you're a person that says, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and think that same like attitude or perspective or that same mentality is going to get you to other places, they're not, just off of because of your energy. So you're going to have to make the identity switch. Change, change, change. You girls know that I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and you know, I just had to make the ultimate change when I moved here. It took me like years to change, and I did it because I was holding myself back, because I wanted to stick to my old self, and that old self would not be sitting here making a video. So I had to make an identity switch. An identity switch is releasing the past and stepping into the new. I did not like anything about the environment that I lived in as a child. It was not good to me, in my opinion. So when I moved to Texas, I realized like, you know, this is kind of, because, you know, I don't really like it anymore. But this is how I, you know, want my life to be. Or I also build my own persona. I'm like, this is the Erica that's going to get through doors. This other Erica is not. I had to do the identity switch. I made my vision boards. I healed my old self because that took me a long time. I healed my emotional trauma. Once I learned that I accepted everything for the way it is, like I accepted that people aren't going to change. I accepted that I can't go back in the past. I accepted that people only do what they're taught to do. So if that's your parents, if that's your friends, if that's your grandparents, what they're teaching you is only as much as they've been taught as well. I just had to really just zone in and just pour into myself all those years and get a vision board and just look at how I want to be and like envision myself, and this is how I turned out. You know, this is who I am today, and I just want to be like a classy, feminine, grown woman, helping other ladies, spreading my purpose. I wouldn't be where I am today if I did not make the identity switch. I was a shy girl. I was very introverted. You know, that took a big step for me, and that took me years. And another thing I want to point out in this process, that it's going to take time. Like, it's going to take time, but you don't have to like keep holding on because it's going to take time. Like, let it go. Accept the situations for what it is, because life goes on. It's really hard to get over in your healing stage that life goes on and that people don't really care, and that you just have to accept what it is and let it go, because you know that letting it go will be the best thing you've ever done. And that's what I was really afraid of. I was afraid that letting go of it would be like accepting that the trauma or the situations that happened to me would like gaslight myself. And I realized it's not. That situations happen. It is what it is. I have to let it go. I'm not going to forget that because that's what made me who I am today. However, moving on and letting go will allow me to make the switch. I can't be a shy, introverted, nonchalant person. I have to become a whole different person to move forward. The switch, it really took me a lot of inner work. The main reason why it seems like when I'm talking, I'm glowing or I'm happy, it's because I did the inner work. So it just takes that mindset of telling yourself, okay, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. It's time to do something new. It's time to be a better me. It's a better me is going to be better for kids or for your family. Or you don't realize how much being a better you affects everything. And I make the switch, and it was the best thing of my, like the best part of my life ever. You have to make the identity switch in order to become the person that you want to be. By the time you're 30, you'll realize exactly what you want if you don't sit yourself down in your 20s. You need to start in your, this is so important what I'm about to say. This is so crucial. You need to sit yourself down in your 20s and ask yourself, what do you want out of life? Because if you don't do that in your 20s, you're going to wait till you're 30 or in your 30s, and then time's going to be ticking, okay? So sit yourself down and just be like, what do I want out of my life? What do I need to do? How do I need to make the switch? And make that switch. Stop prolonging it. Get going and stop trying to allow these other people or allow these other forces to take over you. In order to rebrand, reinvent yourself, you need to do all these steps. And you also, out of all these steps, you need to make an identity switch. You need to change yourself. You need to change yourself. Everything needs to be different. Everything. The fourth tip is to set milestones, not goals. A lot of the things that I did this year, I've accomplished because I set milestones for myself and not large goals. And a lot of the reasons why, you know, years ago, I would have vision boards and I would not complete any of them because I did not set, you know, smaller goals. And it's easier to achieve smaller goals instead of having like this big daunting task in front of you, because number one, it seems daunting. Number two, it seems stressful. And number three, you feel like under pressure to complete this big old thing and under this amount of time, and it has a time limit on it. But when you sit back and you break that down and you get into, okay, what does it take me to get there? And then there, and then there. So start with one step and then be like, okay, this step is going to get me to this step and this step and this step. And this has allowed me to complete a lot of goals. So for example, if you want to gain weight and your goal is to gain this many amount of pounds for that year, your milestone needs to be eat enough protein in a day, or consume 3,000-4,000 calories in a day. It cannot be, I'm gonna be this amount at this time, because you're gonna constantly get disappointed. But when you say your milestones and you say, okay, in order for me to get here, this is what I need to do, it just makes everything so much clearer, so much laid out, like so much clarity. And you can sharpen your focus and get down to these goals a lot more easier than setting a big daunting task. That's really why I don't set new year, new me goals anymore, because it's so daunting. So I really just set milestones. Like, by this month, I want to have this done. What do I need to do to get there? I need to post consistently. I need to post on all platforms. Setting milestones will really help you instead of setting goals. All right, 5th tip, celebrate your wins. We're in the process, we're changing ourselves. Celebrate yourself. Take yourself out, reward yourself. It's okay to celebrate you, love on yourself. Like, even take, vacation, or take time off for yourself and just be in your room and watch movies, or take yourself out to eat, or do a spa night at home, or go to a spa. Like, take care of yourself. There's only one you in this world. You only get one you. You only get one life. So take yourself seriously. Romanticize your life. Even if you don't have the nicest things, girl, you don't need to have the nicest thing to live a nice life, live a life worth living. Just romanticize yourself. If that's washing your clothes nicely, if that's vacuuming, if that's taking care of your house, girl, do it. Celebrate your wins. Prioritizing myself has been one of the best things I could have ever done, because when you put yourself first, realize your value. You realize what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. You realize the people in your life, who's bringing you value, who's just wasting your time. You realize people in your life who's just energy vampires, or people who give no purpose, give no value for your lives as well. You'll be able to see everything in your life for what it is. Are you giving too much time to other people? Are you not giving enough time to yourself? And putting yourself first will help you with your identity switch and rebranding and reinventing yourself, because you'll literally get disgusted of your old habits and be like, girl, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Health and wellness. Girl, not only did therapy help me, but the gym, girl, the gym helped me so much. The gym was one of my therapies. To put all your strength on a big weight, use that as a challenge. It's like a mental type of challenge. You're challenging yourself to see how far your brain will allow you to build and break this muscle. Just getting your body up, just getting your hormones, the dopamine, getting outside, getting some vitamin D, seeing the sun, exercising, seeing other people, being social will literally help you so much. And honestly, not just helping you in that aspect, but your body. Like, health is really wealth. Like, you cannot be rich and your body is poor. There is no way around that. You have to work in your body, feed yourself the right fuel. Your body is like a car. You're treating yourself like a Honda when you should be treating yourself like a Rolls Royce. Girl, it's time to get back on track. It's time to get back in routine. Where you want to be at in your health, you aren't there because you're not prioritizing that. And a lot of the reasons why people are unhappy is literally just because they don't work out. They don't exercise. They don't do a 30-minute walk. They don't jog. They just stay inside all day. And when I tell you idle's time is the devil's time, girl. Always make sure that you're doing some type of workout. If it's that stretching, if it's meditating and you're just doing some slow type of stretch, walking, workouts like once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever your schedule allows. Girl, working out will literally clear your mind of so much negativity, of those voices. It will clear the depression out, because when things start moving and things start changing, things start exiting out your life, girl. And so health and wellness is really one of the priorities that in my life that helps me today, that helps me with my routine, that keeps me disciplined and structured, and also keeps me looking very good. So yeah, and body image, how I see myself and how I like my body plays a part in my confidence, so it really also helps me as well. It's time to walk into it. Embrace change. Embrace getting out of the comfort zone. Embrace your new appetite. You can't be this new woman going back to these same old habits, these same old men, your exes, your ex-friends. Like, stop crawling back. Girl, if you have to put them on block, if you have to make a new page, girl, stop. You've come so far. You come so far. We can't go back to the old self. Drink water, work out, journal. We've been through the steps, girl. So now it's time to develop a new appetite for a new circle, a new crowd, a new environment. If that's moving, new energy, if that's separating yourself and isolating yourself so you can get down to your purpose, it's time for a new appetite. It's time to keep your peace. It's time to move forward. It's a new year. It's a new year. If you were on my list that caused me problems, cut. If you distracted me, nuh-uh. We can't keep going to these New Year's and expecting something different and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, and then fall victim to the same thing. Like, girl, we're not stupid. We just want to be bliss to everything. Being bliss to everything is not going to help you enter that lifestyle or be this person or be this woman that you want to be or hit these new goals in your life, ever progress and change. Like, no. We have to have a new appetite. That means new people, new circles. That means investing into your new life. That means getting a new job. If that means moving away, if that means not talking to your family, whatever that means for you, it's time to keep your peace. Keeping your peace should be number one on your list. Number one. I don't have time for people in my life to waste my time and to destroy my peace. That means cutting you off, and I've been knowing you for a long time. Done. Establishing a new circle, or if that means being by myself or being isolated, that's what I'll do. I'm good. Embrace the new you. Don't go back to the old habits. This is new you. This is your new chapter, girl. Walk in it. Walk in it. And yeah, every day may not be, you know, this productive or this perfect day. We're still going. We still doing it. We still doing it. We still doing it. And that's all that matters. That's gonna be the end of the video, girls. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to go ahead and like and comment down below your best part of the video. It's Erezi, your self-development bestie, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you, girls. Bye.